Hi everyone, welcome back. In this lesson you are going to cover the 3D transform controls and we are going to make an animation with the prototype mode. We are going to create something like this. Let me play. So we are going to use the 3D transform to create this beautiful prototype design. Okay, let me close it. Over here we have everything that we need. I got all of these from the previous lesson. We have already created this in the glass morphism lesson, so you can copy and paste it over here, or you can just go ahead and open this project. It's in the resource folder. It's called 3D transform. You will have something like this. So right now all of these things are not 3D, they are flat, and we've done prototyping, but it was all in 2D only, not 3D. We didn't touch on the 3D transforms. For example, if I duplicate this one, move it over here, and make some changes over here. For example, I'll move this around. These are all happening in 2D environment. Let me go to the prototype mode and connect these together. I will use auto animate and tab. Let's click anywhere. As you can see, this happened very easily and it's 2D. Now if you want to make it 3D, we can do something else. I will just remove this artboard again, go to the design, and I will select all of them and I will make them 3D. Now they're all in 3D, even the background. First thing I'm going to do is to move the background down. I want it to be behind everything, and then I will scale it to fill the artboard. Then this one should be above everything. I will move it up like this. Okay, let's do it like this. And this one should be close to the card. This one as well. Oh, sorry. Something like this. And I will keep this in its position. So right now, I will do this just for demonstration before we start animating this. I will duplicate this again, and we are going to move these around. For example, I want this to go over here and rotate like this, and this one also to go over here. And now if we play it, I will just go to the prototype mode, and when we click on this, it will come to this artboard. Let's play. So we have something like this. Let me rotate this even more like this, and let's see how it will happen. Okay, let's go to the first one. As you can see, we have something like this. Okay, let's close that one, and we are going to remove this one. And now it's time to start with our design. Please don't be confused. I played around with the composition a bit, but I didn't do anything like major. I just moved the circles around and removed the text and one of the circles. I'm going to bring the hand. The hand is inside the resource folder. You should download it, and you are going to drag and drop it inside our artboard. I'll move it over here. You'll make it smaller and move it somewhere around here. Oh, sorry. Okay, like this, you are good. Make sure it's in the middle. And I'm going to move this up over here. This one also, I'll move it over here for now. And then you're going to move this inside the phone. Now I'm going to, I think I will make it a bit smaller. The hand is a bit bigger than the sample that we have. So I'm going to make it smaller, move it in the middle again, and I will make this card also smaller. I'm pressing on the shift to make sure that it's smalling from all of the sides. Make sure it's inside the phone. And then you're going to move these circles. I will move this one to this side and this one. If you're unable to select it correctly, make sure you zoom in first. And like this, we are able to select it. Now, let's make sure that this card is above everything. So I'm just moving it in the Z direction. and I'll make it smaller to fit inside the circle. I'll move this backward, not behind the background, but it will be behind the card. This one as well, we will move it backward to be behind the card. Okay, let's move it over here, make it a bit smaller, and I will make another duplicate out of this. Press on the Alt and make a duplicate, make it smaller. The next thing I'm going to do is to select the background and move it back. It should be behind everything. We have already done this in the beginning of this tutorial, but just to make things sure, I'm doing this again. Now, as you can see, the text PayX is appearing. It's over here. If you don't have it, just copy it from the sample one and paste it over here. Make sure that you fit it in the position that I put it. I will move this one a bit closer and make it bigger. This one also will make it a bit bigger. And let's move it over here. And now you will create the text. Because I removed this text, that's why I'm doing it again. But in most cases, you will have this text. You don't have to create this again. But if you also, like me, you removed it accidentally, you need to make it again. I will make this one small, put it over here. And then the other text, I'm going to get it from here. I'm so lazy to create it again. I'll just copy this and paste it over here. And then I'm going to select both of them together, right click and group them. And then with the alignment, I'll make sure it's in the middle. One last text that we have is this one. I will get it from this artboard. I'll copy it and paste it over here. And I will move it over here for now. We're going to animate this, but not now. Now let's fit this card inside the phone. And here we created our first scene. What you're going to do is to duplicate this scene. I'll just make sure that this is in the middle first. And then we are going to duplicate it. Press on the Alt and duplicate this artboard. And now we are going to animate stuff. First thing is this text. We don't want this text in the first artboard. So that's why I'm going to move it down. And then we will bring down the opacity to 0. The next thing that we want to do is this hand. We don't want it to be available in this artboard. That's why I'm going to bring it down like this. You can also rotate it. And then we are going to bring down the opacity to 0. Then we are going to bring this up, the card, and rotate it like this. Okay, and next we'll go to the prototype mode, connect this artboard to the second one, use the auto animate and tap trigger. Everything else will be the same. Only the seconds, I will make it 4 or 5 seconds. Now let's play it. When we click on this artboard, we will have something like this. But as you can see, we have an issue. The hand, we want it to slide down, and it's not sliding down. As you can see, it's just fading away. Let's see how we can fix this. First, I'm going to select the hand. Let's go to the design mode first. Select the hand, and then bring up the opacity. Now let's play again and see how it will work. Okay, this is what you want. Sorry, now it's playing the previous artboard that you already created. Make sure that you select on this artboard and then play. As you can see, we still have the same issue. Let's move this up a bit. Okay guys, so we have this issue with Adobe XD. Sometimes when you push something outside of an artboard, it will not read when you are playing it in the prototype mode. So make sure always to have a bit of your object, whatever it is, inside the artboard, and then bring down the opacity for it. So right now we are going to do that. I will just select this phone. Select it. Okay, just like this, and move it up with the arrow keys. Make sure it's a bit inside the artboard and bring down the opacity. Now let's play it and see. Perfect, now it's working as we like. Let's play it one more time to see. Okay, it's working fine. And now I'm going to duplicate this artboard. And then we are going to make some changes. I'll move this up like this, and then I will rotate it a bit like this and move this over here, This one over here, make it bigger, and this one over here. So right now you have something like this. I'll make this one a bit smaller. Now let's duplicate it again and create the other artboard. For this one, we are going to rotate this. Rotate it like this and move it down. We'll make this one bigger a bit. Sorry, we'll move this up. Okay, let's keep it like this. I'm going to duplicate it again. Now select the card, we are going to rotate it. I'll just play with it and see, maybe I will find something more interesting than the previous one. Okay, let's keep it like this maybe. Okay, let's move this over here and maybe rotate it. Actually not working. The rotation for the circle doesn't work. Let's make it smaller and move this around. Let's see. Actually, I didn't like the rotation of the card. Let's make it something like this. Okay, now let's go to the text that we have, the payX. This one, I will move it up a bit. And in this screen, we are going to rotate it a bit with the card. Move it up and rotate it. I'm not sure if you see this text, the transparency is too high, but you're going to rotate it like this. Let's move this up again and rotate it to this side. Okay. And for this one, you will move it up and rotate it a bit like this. Like this. Now let's go to the prototype mode, and we are going to connect these artboards together. So we already connected these two. Now let's connect these two as well. We're going to use the same settings for all of them. Okay, perfect. Let's connect these two as well. And then the last one, we are going to connect it to the first one. And now let's click on the first artboard. Make sure you click on the name, and then let's play. We have something like this now. Perfect. So this is how you create 3D transform prototypes in Adobe XD. I hope this tutorial or this lesson was easy for you. If something is not clear for you, you can contact me, or you can just watch this lesson again to understand. I'm going to remove all of these artboards that we have from the previous one or the samples one. Let's close and select each of them and remove. I just want to remove these, and then we are going to play what we have created now to make sure that you are playing the right one. So just like this, we have our animation. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed and learned something new. Now it's time for you to go ahead and play with this file. You have this file inside the resource folder. Get it, open it, and follow the tutorial. And don't forget to share your projects with me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.